Folks, Will Turby here for Fake Mike. Real news, Auditing America's in the house. That's right, guys. Just got hurt. I just broke his ankle with the whisk. This is made out of granite titanium blend to maximize acoustics. What's up, guys? What's up, guys?
What's up,
We're
folks?
going to be doing some videos tonight, but we wanted to chat for a little bit, too. Alright, I'm going to start with something from the haters.
What's up, Jake? Dímelo, Tito. ¿Qué está pasando? Mohammed, Malone, Andrea.
Let's see what I get here. Where's the damn screenshot?
Thank you, guys. Thank you all for being here. Please make sure to hit the like button once you start watching our videos. Please hit the like button. Let's get this video to hundreds of likes. We'll wait till more people come in. Okay, we have 76 watching. Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Yeah, guys, get the feeds out, get our videos out. Did you guys see the video we did today? Well, we're waiting to go on to Tallahassee. To be honest with you guys, we never tell people exactly where we're going to go.
Mohammed,
thank you very much.
Thank you, dog.
Thank you very much for that super chat.
thank you. Goes right into the channel so we can continue buying airplane tickets. We may go to your city. Where are you at?
So we don't like to say where we're going to go, because we're eventually going to go everywhere. We're Auditing America, right? But we're not David Rockefeller, so we can only afford to go to a certain place at a certain time. I, myself, and Mr. America, we're going to do every Capitol building, right? So we've been waiting for Tallahassee to be open, because they'll take our money, the politicians will still get paid, they'll dishonor their oath to the Constitution, but they won't let you in the building that you pay for in a public building. Nope. So I've been calling Tallahassee, and I've been checking their website, and the state capitol is closed. So everyone thinks Florida's wide open and everything. No, we still got tons of maskies out here. We still got the state capitol's closed. I mean, other state capitals are open. Rhode Island is not, but... So Florida's not obviously completely open. So as soon as Tallahassee opens back up, afterwards we're going to go there and we're going to do that state capitol. So, and we're not telling you guys anything you don't know. We're hitting every state capitol, and by hitting, I mean we're shooting them up. We're shooting them up with, in his case, a nice iPhone. I'm only shooting them up with the $40 Metro PCS, but thanks to Grim Singmuff, we're going to do 4K camera. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to go audit them. We never know when, we never know where. We're going to pop up somewhere. We just show up in a place and boom. As a matter of fact, when we were in Daytona Beach, we were doing a cop watch, and we seen this one cop was irritated. He was like, "Oh, get out of here! Don't bother me! You're interfering with the investigation." I said, "Hey, idiot! The First Amendment can never interfere with an investigation. It's your job to do an investigation. We have the right to freedom of speech. We have the right to protest, peacefully assemble, and freedom of the press."
That's right.
So, but then this other cop in the back hears me talking, and he goes, pops out from he's in the trunk. He pops out. He's like, doesn't say anything. Walks over. Thing wraps up, and he's like, "Guys, I love you guys. Guys, I watch you guys all the time. Thank you very much. Keep it up." Then he parks, and then he comes back around like, "Beep beep beep, guys, I love you." Yeah. So. You never know when you're going to pop up. You could be a probation officer in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. You could be a DMV receptionist in San Diego, California. You could be the president of the United States in Atlanta or New Hampshire. And we're going to own you. You don't know when we're going to be there. The NSA does.
You'll never know when we're going to pop up.
The only person that knows that might be the NSA, and we own the shit out of them too. So, I mean, there's really no telling. That's why it's a secret test. You never know when the secret chopper is going to go in and make sure you were friendly, make sure you did your job, make sure you hit all the points that your boss wanted to. Well, we're not only mystery shoppers, we're mystery bosses, bitch. What's going on here in the chat? Thank you, Donna Lowe. What up, Billy? Thank you, Mohammed, for that super check.
Rico, thank you.
Shout out to Colombia. So, Shazak needs a lineup. Well, I do too. We all do. Colombia in the house. The info warrior in the house. You're not owning anything, you're a waste of space. Yet you still watch me. So by you using your free time to watch something that you hate, I've owned you. Mohammed, thank you very much. We actually owned you. You just told me that I owned you because someone that you hate, you're obsessed over, and you're wasting your time. You're going to, when you die, you know how people look back on your life when you die? You're just going to see me owning you. You're not going to have any friends or family or girlfriends. It's going to be me. So, there's a lot of things I want to talk about. Let's see, where should I start? Where should I start? Scotland in the house. Billy, thank you very much. Hitting that Candy Kush with my boy Rufus. That sounds awesome, man. Shout out to the people of Scotland and Billy. When I was a little kid, they called me Billy. Billy. We coming back to Canada? Jeff Feldman, thank you very much for the super chat. Yes, I'm sorry, Andrea. Hey, I don't know you, but you must be awesome because you got a whisk in the chat, so.
And shout outs to Andrea.
When will you collaborate with Jeff Gray and Jacksonville? I've been looking to collaborate with all the auditors. We've collaborated with a bunch, and we're looking to collaborate with more, you know? I've been getting in contact with some of these guys behind the scenes. I'd love to do a mass audit with the best of the best, but I would like to ask the other auditors out here to share some of this guy's videos, especially some when the tyrants get out there. I try my best to share videos from other auditors, from other activists that I like, and even some that I don't like. So it would really help us out if you shared our videos on the community tab as well, because we're not asking for any money or anything. Like we said last night, we are e-beggars. we beg that you learn your constitutional rights and you share information with people. We don't really care about the money, but although Muhammad, Jeff, and Billy have already donated, so that's really great. By the way, I had a whole bunch of
Thank you, Jeff.
auditors, activist names in my phone, and I lost my phone. So people text me if you haven't heard from me in like a few days, text me because I'm trying to get in touch with you. What's your area, David Hoffman? I don't remember that. Oh yeah, I do remember that guy in Casey. Ross in the house. What up? Show them Air Max you got on. The hell, you trying to run my kicks digitally? The hell? You want to sit down? Nah, not yet. You know, it's funny because everybody was tripping out about Trump and the people at the border in cages. And that was about 2,600 people in cages at that time. And now there's like 12,000, I believe, according to reports. And nobody cares about that anymore. It's pretty interesting. Remember when AOC got in all white and she went down to the border? She started crying. Well, we have well over that original amount. She's not there. Now, I'm a true free market capitalist. Anybody knows that borders are violent. They're inherently violent because they use of force. But it also hinders free market capitalism because you have people wanting to travel for work. I mean, it happens in... Oh, yeah, Steven, we know that. I talked about that more than anybody, but so does Biden. They both suck. They both suck. Yes, the guy with the Los Angeles cap looks cool. That's because he is cool. That's because he's Mr. America. Let's see. Fake Mike, who's the guy you confronted at the Why Do You Save Your Eyebrows, bro? I don't know what you're talking about there. Mr. America for president. All hail Trump. That's a joke, right? Oh, Man of the Savage. To Columbus, Georgia's next. They need a good lesson here. Did you guys hear about the guy in Valdosta, Georgia? The black high school kid who was rolled up in a gym mat? And the cameras went off, and the cop said it was a suicide? Sorry, guys. Albuquerque. Yep. Catch up with this chat here, guys. Guys, share this if you're just getting in. If you're just getting in here, you guess our disgrace, period, not capitalized, took down my message, period, free speech creeps. Okay, maybe it was because, well, none of us took down your message. Maybe it's because you can't spell. I'll tell you what, because this is something important right here, and I need to grab the mic for this one right here. So, I love to address the haters. It's my confrontational side. But from now on, unless I feel like it, I will not address any of the haters unless you have, one, either real critical, some real feedback or criticism, or two, you're offering a solution, or you're telling me what you can do better. So, one, it's going to be constructive criticism. It can't be like, you guys are stupid. That's not constructive criticism. So I'm not going to answer to non-constructive criticism unless I feel like it. I'm also not going to answer to people who haven't done anything, ever, that criticize us. So we'll take it from there. But if you're offering constructive criticism, I'd also need a solution. Like in the military or business, you can't just offer up a problem without offering a solution. That's just being a whiny loser. So I'm not going to address the whiny losers. Elsie, what up? Rigo, thank you. Blake, thank you. Kirk, what up, Kirk? That's my boy right there. And so did we, Free to Film Florida. Awesome. I'm not sure. I watched you guys in Boston. Forget that one. I forgot that one. Wow, this chat is going by too fast. Big Ear Tupac, obviously. Is that like a law? Let's see. See, that's Sam Stone. I like it, but that's just kind of stirring up the trouble. We like to talk about ideas. We don't like to talk about negatively about people. Some people have asked us before, are there any auditors we don't like? But, I mean, honestly, there's so many people that are not activists, that are not auditors, that don't go out there and try to express and uphold their First Amendment rights and expose tyranny, that I like pretty much anybody that's doing that. And sure, some of these people can be D-bags. I can be a D-bag. Some of these people have criminal charges against them in the past. But just because the most murderous, lying government of all time writes something bad about you in their diary doesn't make it true. And even if it is true, I believe in forgiveness. I believe that just you're not a product of your mistakes. You're also a product of your successes. And I also believe that nobody's irredeemable. So if somebody has done something bad in their past, aka me, you, every single Mother Hubbard out there, that doesn't mean we should just say, well, you did something bad in your past. You're a bad person forever. Forever. Because it doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. So, yeah, are there some people out there that, you know, I wouldn't hang out with in real life that are auditors? Probably. Same thing with activists. But at the end of the day, like, I could either spend my time talking negatively about other auditors, or I could tell you guys about the fact that the NSA spying is nonstop. Tell you about the fact that the majority of our food has more chemical additives, genetically modified. It's turning us into disgusting people. Almost all of our water is fluoridated. I told you guys that fluoridated water was a negative thing and it hurt your brain. And everyone said, hey, I don't believe you because you're just somebody with a backwards hat. We need to stop the teachers brainwashing kids. You're absolutely right, Dominic. And that's all I'm trying to do. It's not just the teachers, it's not just the government, it's not just the media, it's people that go along to get along and they won't stand up. Well, guess what? We're going to stand up, non-violently, we're going to say something about it. So I would much rather talk about the real problems and highlight the real ideas that we need to use as solutions to these real problems and stop talking negatively about somebody who's already doing activism, especially when it's non-violent. So if you're doing non-violent activism, even if you've done terrible things in your past, I respect you. And even, especially, if you've done terrible things in your past, and you said, you know what, F that, I'm going to change my life, and I'm going to redeem myself, and you know what, I've done some bad things in my past, but I'm not going to let that define who I am, I'm not going to let that define my character, I'm going to dedicate the rest of my life to doing more good than bad. And I know several people like that, who haven't even done terrible things, in real life and out in society. So, before you throw some rocks, make sure you got a very fortified house with no glass. Henny TV. Yeah, actually, it's so funny because someone walked in with no mask. The cop, that's a crazy thing. The cop with no mask kicks us out for not wearing a mask, and then we put on the mask, and then they kick us out. Meanwhile, CPR audits, shout out to CPR audits, CPR audits, CPR audits. Meanwhile, CPR audits, he had a mask on the whole time because we planned it like that. And why are they kicking him out? He barely talked. He was wearing a mask, and they tried to kick him out too. And then they tried to tell us, well, you can go back in if you have official business. Well, I kept telling him, well, my official business is the First Amendment. That's my official business. And they're like, everything else is appointment only. And then people just keep walking by us with no mask. And I asked the last couple people,
Thank you, Ricardo.
do you have an appointment? No. And then they were like, oh, I'm worried, I don't have an appointment. I'm like, no, you don't need an appointment. In front of the cops that were saying we need an appointment and all these other people. And it's so funny. Let's go, Mr. Universal in the house.
Oh, yeah.
Baby Universal in the house, Mrs. Universal in the house. I love your freedom of speech that you gave on shaving your eyebrows. Well, obviously I didn't. They're all right here, all three of them. But I don't get that joke. But you know, if you're trying for a good insult, I'll allow it maybe. But understand, we represent freedom of speech. We walk into a building, people are negative to us, then we get the First Amendment because we believe in the First Amendment. And then you also get your First Amendment to insult us, and then I get the First Amendment to talk about what I'm going to do with your grandmother. Right back at you. No, Amazing Grace, I will not shave my eyebrows. Hopefully we don't have to shave our eyebrows. And hopefully we don't have to shave all of our bodily hair, which is exactly what occurred in The Matrix. When we were all in pink pods, when robots were taking our energy. And you know how that started? You know why the robots put us in pink pods? Because they didn't have an energy source. That's right. Because somebody in humanity, in this fictional dystopian future, wiped out the sun. They blacked out the sun. Guess who wants to black out the sun in real life? Dim the sun? Guys, do you guys know about this? This is 100% true. I'm going to Google it right now so you can see it on screen. Because I know when you guys see a guy talking into the most mechanically enhanced acoustic device of all time, you're a little bit skeptical, and you should be. Do you guys know? Oh, yeah, Mr. Universal knows. Mr. Universal is on point. All right, here we go. I've shown this many times. And by the way, guys, if you're just tuning into this video, find Auditing America.
Thank you, LC. Thank you.
Find Auditing
so
America
much.
on Instagram. Find Auditing America on TikTok.
Find us on
Facebook. Auditing America. It's Auditing America all together. There's no spaces, no dash, no numbers. Auditing America. Type that into every social media platform. He's on Minds. It's free cryptocurrency. Oh, that's Nas all day. Nas is help inspire that dude. Yes, you have been, Waldo. Thank you. You are allowed to record public schools. And that's a whole nother story. Because I don't believe there should be public schools. Public schools is actually socialism. We didn't have some public schools. The founding fathers would be outraged at the idea of public schools. It's a very terrible idea. We should do a whole stream on that. But I'm just going to show you this, too. So, I'm actually glad somebody brought up that weak insult about me shaving my eyebrows. Because in The Matrix, they lost their eyebrows because robots didn't have any energy sources because humans thought they would stop the robot takeover if they just dimmed the sun. Oh, look at here. This is an older article.
Thank you, son.
There's newer ones. Oh, sorry, jeez. Take a look at that. I know you guys can't probably read it, but I know someone, you can Google this. It's Popular Mechanics. Just type in Bill Gates dim the sun. That's right. That's right.
Thank
The
you,
literal
Ross.
plot of The Matrix, Bill Gates wants to start. So, yes, freedom. Thank you.
Thank you, Jose.
Jose. The Animatrix, that's absolutely right. All right, where are you guys tuning in from? We're about to go crossing this whole country doing some audits. Where are you guys tuning in from? Never let a corporate mastermind dim the sun. We learned this lesson already, so. Guam. Bill Baggins, you are not from Guam, are you?
I love Guam.
He does. He always wants to go to Guam.
I've always wanted to go to Guam. Saipan. What is Saipan?
Yep. I was actually watching recently.
Northern Mariana Islands.
all were very instrumental in World War II. It was the stepping stone, getting all the different islands before they invaded mainland Japan. But then by the time that happened, they had the atomic bomb thanks to the Manhattan Project. And people say there's no such thing as a conspiracy. If there was, people would know about it, and they would leak information. Well, the Manhattan Project was a conspiracy, and what happened? Thank you very much. Kay Reno is awesome. Him and Cannabis collaborated. They're dope. And so what we had was a secret government project where hundreds of thousands of people were involved, and because it was a compartmentalized project, they couldn't leak it. So that itself proves the fact that you can have a government cover up or hiding things, and nobody would know about that. That happened obviously back in the 30s and 40s. So, Washington D.C. I'm such a rambler. Shut up already. Well, that's what you do on videos. You talk. You talk. Would you prefer me to sit there in silence, or if you had the chance to a channel that has 184,000 subscribers, 50 million views, to tell them 62 million views. Why not tell them about the fact that the U.S. is in Iraq, Afghanistan, Yemen? We have all these military bases. It's the longest, most illegal, unconstitutional war. People are actually going off to die. Men and women are going off to die in a war that was started over weapons of mass destruction. They weren't even born then. But you don't care. You just want Willow to shut up. You don't care about men and women from the United States who are going to an illegal war sponsored by the Democrats and Republicans. You would never tell Joe Biden to shut up. You would never tell Joe Biden to stop rambling. No, you wouldn't, because you don't have the balls. But I have the balls. I told him to shut up several times. I told him to keep his hands off women and children, and I called him a pervert. Howdy, Kirk. How's it going? Yes, you probably would. All right, new challenge. Billy, thank you. Dude, ignore the ignorance. Yeah, no, I know. I don't care. I just like, people like the controversy, and I like using examples. So, yes, we've called out, Mr. America and myself have called out pretty much everyone. I mean, if we haven't, they've been hiding pretty hard. And then COVID hit. I think COVID was all just to make sure we couldn't confront everybody else. Because there was like one or two people in the world we hadn't confronted, and they were like, all right, these guys got everybody. Let's just COVID it so they can't do the Dalai Lama and George Bush. So, Jay, I'm going to give you one more piece of attention. Jay, what would you like? That's why I said, if you're going to offer criticism, please offer a solution. What would you like to talk about? What do you think is more important than illegal wars, than a genocide of people in the Middle East and murdering thousands of our troops? What's worse than that? Guys, if you're just tuning in, thank you for the super chats. Thank you for smacking the like. Thank you very much. Sharing this video. We're e-beggars for the truth. We are e-beggars for freedom. We are e-beggars that you know your rights and you get out there and you get non-violently active. If you would, please share this feed. Also, take our best videos. Take the video from today. Throw it up on your YouTube community tab. Say, hey guys, check this video out. Subscribe to Auditing America. And we got another TikTok follower. So go to TikTok. Follow Auditing America on TikTok. Yes, David Hoffland. If anybody wants to contact me directly, go to Instagram. Fake Mike, Real News. Fake Mike, Real News. Fake Mike, Real News. Fake Mike, Real News. That's my YouTube channel. That's my Facebook, everything. If you want to get to me, I don't have an Instagram. Well, make an Instagram. It takes 30 seconds, and you just send me a message. Say, hey, Will, I'm looking to get in touch with you regarding this. Hey, Will, I'm really disappointed about how you manicured your eyebrows today. Hey, no, seriously, if it's a serious thing, get in contact with the brother. That's right, at Fake Mike Real News. That's my YouTube channel. Please subscribe. I was once, back in the day, over 9,000. I'm not over 9,000 again. I would really like your help to get over 9,000, because the more subscribers we have, the more we're in the algorithm, the more people we can teach about the illegal wars, our First Amendment rights, our Second Amendment rights, our Third Amendment, our Fourth, Fifth, Sixth, all of our rights, all of the injustices, and then some practical solutions. While we're talking about solutions from tyranny, Bill Gates is talking about dimming the Mother Hubbard sun. He wants to dim the sun. I'm no rocket surgeon. I'm no Albert Einstein. I'm no brain scientist. But I don't think dimming the sun is a good idea. All life comes from the sun. That's where the plants start the photosynthesis, and the animals eat the plants, and we eat the plants and the animals, and then it goes. The sun is probably the most dominant, and I'm not a scientist here, guys, but dominant progenitor of life, obviously, in this entire solar system. But Bill Gates doesn't care about that. He wants to dim it. All right. Yes, Mr. America is very good at what he does, because you do get haters. Like Cat Williams says, you want more haters. If you don't have haters, you're not doing something right. When you reach over 62 million people on one platform, we're nearly 100 million views. In the next couple days, next few weeks, we'll get there, because we have 62 million views on YouTube. We have, I don't know how many on TikTok. 20 million on TikTok. He's only been on TikTok for a few months. He's got 20 million views.
About
20 million views.
About 14 million.
14 on Facebook. Right? And this doesn't even count when we make national and international news several times. This doesn't count when people take my videos or his videos or other videos of us confronting Joe Biden stuff, and it goes viral on Twitter. It goes viral on somebody else's Facebook. Someone else will upload the Kamala Harris video and get all these views. We combined literally have over 100 million views. on this channel. And of course you're going to get haters when that happens, right? I'm not a tall, dark, handsome guy. I'm not the best speaker in the world. I'm not like the cool guy. I'm a reluctant leader, formerly an idiot with a backward snapback, holding a whisk in my hand. And that's why we're here, guys, is because everybody else, the boomers, the lazy people, the sleepyheads, and even the awake people that didn't want to do their job, they forced our hand. They forced us to do this. We didn't want to be active. I just wanted to just do my own thing in life. But when my friends are forced to go out into the Iraq war and never come back the same, when they tell me some of the things that they did to children, and they start breaking down and crying, and we're still there, and they were telling me this in 2004. Now, I'm all for raising up arms against people who would take our freedom. I'm always non-violent, but you have to be in self-defense. You have to have a strong self-defense, hence the Second Amendment. And that's another one. Say, okay, I'll answer questions in a sec. I'll answer questions. Someone say, oh, lay off the white. Oh, I've never taken that a day in my life. I'm just upset. I'm upset because the government's using their own money to spy on us. They're taking us to war. Members of the government, Democrats and Republicans alike, have been caught involved with the you-know-whats. You guys know what I'm talking about. You guys know exactly what I'm talking about. So yeah, you're upset about my eyebrows. You're upset that I confront people. I'm upset that the government is murdering people and trafficking people. My friends, too. People I know. People that I've lived with. Multiple people. You talk about my eyebrows, I talk about Bill Cooper. We are not the same. Somebody meme that. Where's Futoy in this bitch? Meme that right there. You guys talk about eyebrows. Shouts to Futoy, by the way, who made the greatest meme of all time when it comes to Fake Mike Real News. Oh, I don't even think I have that meme anymore. It might be on my Instagram. Check me out. That's right. Fake Mike Real News on Instagram. Fake Mike Real News on Instagram. Fake Mike Real News on Instagram. Get at me. Please subscribe to my channel. How many of you guys, just out of curiosity, put one in the chat and this is the last thing and I'll get to your questions. Put one in the chat if you've already subscribed to my channel. Put two in the chat if you haven't. And if you put two, tell me why. And then I'm going to go through right now and answer y'all's questions. Whether you agree or disagree. Thank you. Thank you, Kirk. Donald, please subscribe to my channel. What would I have to do to get you to subscribe to my channel? Thank you, Andrea. Thank you very much. Okay. What's your questions, guys? Let's hit it. Let's hit it. Let's hit these questions here. I'm going to hop a squat on the chair here. What is my opinion on bacon? Bacon is pig underbelly. It's pig fat from the belly. And I forget the actual date, but the pork companies came to Edward Bernays, who was the nephew of Sigmund Freud, and they said, hey, we're throwing away all this pig fat from the belly. Is there anything you can do to help us not waste this and actually turn this into a profit? And so he gathered a number of psychoanalysts and started a public relations campaign. He actually created the term public relations and literally wrote the book on propaganda, because you see these people from over 100 years ago understand the human psyche, the human subconscious, and the human mind, and have used it through commercials, government, and media to manipulate us. And that's why I'm here. That's why and that's why, specifically why Mr. America does what he does. So they got some psychoanalysts, started a PR campaign, and they said, nothing's more American than bacon and eggs for breakfast, bacon and eggs, bacon and eggs, bacon and eggs. So we have societal engineers, Edward Bernays, who created bacon, and now to this very day, it's kind of a thing. You have cologne, that's bacon. It's a thing about being manly to like bacon, but in reality, bacon is nothing more than, good question, Andrea, and that's a great question. I'm gonna answer your question with a question for you. You know, they cancel so many things, but yet, I'm sorry guys, I can only, look, guys, I can only answer so many questions at a time, right? Somebody asked me about bacon. Did you guys know that about bacon? Press 1 if you knew that about bacon, press 2 if you didn't, because I hope I'm teaching you guys stuff, right? Thank you, Dr. Sean Barry. Yes, please subscribe to my channel. If you guys get the chat over there, I'm going to keep answering your question. What was the last question? What was the last question? Someone sent me a message on Facebook. Okay, I will try to check that. I will check that. I said Instagram. You guys are already not listening, but, because I have so many, I've already been kicked out of Facebook. What drink am I drinking? I'm drinking a little bit of coffee. See that? Sorry, I already forgot the last question I was trying to answer. So please put the questions back in the chat. Well, he's giving all this money. I mean, you should. What I think is, oh, damn, I really want to go back to that last question because I started answering it. I'm sorry, and it's going back a little far. I'm sorry. All right, here we go. I'm sorry. I'm very distractible. All right. Flying hippo versus a two-legged lion. Hippos actually are the most dangerous animal on Earth, I believe. Could be wrong. Thank you, Grant. Oh, great. Andrea, that was your question. All right. So we have Cuomo, right? Cuomo now has 10 accusers. And even though I hate Cuomo, he still deserves due process. He deserves a court of law. So just because someone calls you something doesn't mean it's real. But we have the media canceling everything. They'll cancel Dr. Seuss, but they won't cancel FDR, who put Asian American. We're talking about Asian hate, aren't we? He put Japanese Americans. He put Japanese Americans in freaking camps. We don't cancel him though. We're not tearing down his statues. We're not tearing down Andrew Cuomo for dishonoring the Constitution or murdering people at nursing homes. No, we're not doing that. Or the 10 accusers of deviancy who have come forward against him. Nope. But you know who is canceled? Demand the Truth. That channel's gone. You have to go to Demand the Truth too. You know who is canceled? Will Turbot on Facebook. You have to go to the new one. So let's go back to the questions, Andrea. Very good question. Who's gonna? You never know. It's not. You never know who's gonna be next to be canceled, right? They canceled. They canceled so many people, but the people doing way worse, they didn't cancel them yet. They didn't cancel George Bush. They didn't cancel Hillary Clinton. Bill Clinton. When are they gonna cancel? These mother hubbards are flying around with Jeffrey Epstein, ditching Secret Service. We asked them about it before anybody in the news knew who Epstein was. Thank you very much, Matthew Adonis. Thank you very much for those. Yes, Stephen. Yes, exactly, Stephen. What you said is true. Yes, Mother Hubbards. They're the Mother Hubbards. So, guys, if we can't take a stand non-violently when all this tyranny is going on, what are we gonna do? Cervantes, fish scale. No, I've never done cocaine a day in my life. I'll drink cocaine. Never. I'll smoke cocaine. Never. I'm already hyped enough. I don't need more energy. Even if I was a relaxed person, it should get you upset that the government is spying on you and using your money for illegal wars. But if you get more upset about, let's say I did do that. Let's say I did do the white. You're not on Bill Gates' live stream. You're not on the NSA's Twitter. You're not confronting Bill Gates. You're not confronting the Clintons. You're saying, well, you may have done drugs one day. You're bad. Well, I'm saying this country is gone. Our freedoms are gone. And we need to do something nonviolent about that. We can't just let people spy on us, anally swab us from COVID. Who tuned into the live last night? Who turned into live last night? I covered an article. And I ish you not. The article said something like this. Feds say it's okay to hug nursing home residents again. The federal government can say when. I think you should be a little more worried about the federal government who can decide whether you can hug your grandparents or not. All these people upset at me need to be upset at something else. So let's get back to a real question. But, yeah, the government, and then the media is reporting it straight-faced like, oh, well, looks like the government's going to allow us to. Here we are. Here we are. Yeah, don't worry about that. Okay. All right, we're here. Yeah, we don't need any light on my face. It's already, I could do it like this. We could do this. Oh, wow. All right, let's get back to the questions here. I would love to come to Mississippi. I would absolutely love to come to there. I've discussed that, Ian, on a number of live streams. We've got down to the nuance. I can't say for one way or another. I'm not saying it is. I'm not saying it isn't. It's not that it is. It's not that it isn't. It's a real thing that we have to deal with, regardless if it was real or not, or manufactured, or amplified, or allowed to happen, or created in a government lab, or just a fluke of nature. And I've talked about each one of those theories in detail, and I don't prescribe to a particular one, but I do keep an open yet skeptical mind to all of them. We're gonna go live tonight. I think we're gonna probably do a live audit tonight, so stay tuned for that. But sorry, we're gonna wrap this up. Something important's happening. Fake Mike Real News. Find me on YouTube. Fake Mike Real News. Fake Mike Real News. Fake Mike Real News. Peace.